The crypto market is still seeing a lot of volatility, but there are a couple of pieces of good news that we need to go over in today's video. So we're going to talk about what's going on with the market. We're going to talk about some good news, some bad news, and we're also going to talk about something that Charles Hoskinson just came out and said about Cardano that I think you'll find pretty interesting. So if you enjoy this sort of content, I'd really appreciate it if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump right in. So right now, overall crypto market is sitting at a $1.94 trillion market cap. We're seeing Bitcoin's price hovering right around $40,000 to $42,000 per coin, been fluctuating in between that level over the last couple of days and still holding in between those levels. The key thing with Bitcoin is that it is doing exactly what we said, and we had said how the $40,500 per coin support is going to be a key level for Bitcoin over the next couple of days, and it's going to be important that we see Bitcoin's price stay above it. And as of right now, the other day we dropped to 40,600, and since then we've been able to stay above this key support level. You could see we've hit it multiple times in the past. Throughout the last year, every single time we've hit it, it's acted as either a very strong support or a very strong resistance. Either way, though, right now we are still above this line, meaning that it's still acting as a support, and I'm still bullish in the medium to short term on crypto. I don't see much more downside from where we currently are at. Next thing I want to talk about, though, is going to be the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, because when we look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, this also confirms our thoughts with regard to that $40,500 per coin support. Because when we look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, what we see is that right now we're seeing 10 on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, which is extreme fear. And anytime that we have seen this Crypto Fear and Greed Index below 15, it has mean that is almost the bottom. That is almost the exact bottom of the market. It is right before we see a massive rally happen. This is a chart for the last 4 years for Bitcoin, and it shows us that every single time we have seen like 10 or lower or 15 or lower on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, it has been followed by a massive rally. Is it going to happen today? Is it going to happen tomorrow? We don't know, but within the next couple of weeks, it is very likely that we are going to see a big bounce in the overall crypto market as the Crypto Fear and Greed Index is significantly lower than we have seen in a long time. It's in this extreme fear territory. Seeing it at 10 is something that we don't usually see, and whenever we do, it's a sign that whoever's going to be selling probably has already sold, because there is so much fear in the market that there's not really anyone left that's going to sell. The people who have Bitcoin are going to keep holding it, and as soon as we see that little bit of a flip, like switch flip, we're going to see a squeeze to a much higher price very quickly. Now I want to talk about what's going on with Cardano, because Cardano has seen a lot of big moves as of lately in terms of development, in terms of what's going on behind the scenes. Yes, Cardano's price has not really moved much as of recently. It's been holding this $1.18 per coin support, which is good. But when we look at over the last couple of weeks, really it has been maintaining this key support of right around $1.17 per coin, just like Bitcoin's price has that $40,500 support. Right now, Cardano has a very similar support with that $1.19 per coin. You can see we hit it a couple of times in December. We're right around that same level right now. But the key thing I want to talk about with Cardano today is going to be why I think Cardano could see a massive rally back up to $2 per coin very quickly as soon as the market flips. The first reason for this is because Cardano, like we had mentioned in previous videos, has become the most developed crypto project on GitHub in 2021. It's ahead of Ethereum, ahead of Solana, ahead of every other project out there, and it had over 140,000 events on GitHub in 2021. Not only this though, but we also see that there are over 120 projects that are currently under development on the Cardano blockchain, and Charles Hoskinson only expects this number to continue to increase. So this is the first reason why I am very bullish. Second reason is with regard to a partnership with Samsung. So it's not a direct partnership with Cardano and Samsung, but Samsung is continuing to drive continues crypto drive with new Cardano exposure. And specifically what they did is they announced a partnership with Veritree. So Samsung announced in a tweet the other day that they are going to be with their partnership with Veritree, they're going to be planting 2 million trees in the first quarter of 2022. Mangrove trees are going to be planted in Madagascar as part of Samsung's effort to limit effects of climate change. And why this is important, why this has an impact on Cardano, is because Cardano and Veritree have had a partnership going for a while now. Right now, a lot of people can donate Cardano. You can use your Cardano to actually plant trees on Veritree. And you can see that is why the Cardano community actually posted about this on Twitter, because right now we can see that the total, they have reached their goal of 1 million trees by using Cardano, by simply donating Cardano, and seeing that Samsung is now joining this initiative with Veritree, which is a Cardano project, is very, very exciting. So it's not a direct partnership, but it could be a sign that Samsung in the future may be looking at doing some business with Cardano. They said that they have plans of launching a TV screen-based NFT Explorer and Marketplace in 2022. So maybe this is a sign that they have some plans to integrate Cardano as one of their blockchains that they're going to be using for NFT marketplaces, that they're going to be using for some projects in the future. Not guaranteed, but it is a sign that, there are some big things to come with Cardano and Samsung. Last couple things I want to talk about, though, is going to be what's going on with Solana, because that actually is going to positively impact what is going on with Cardano, because Solana recently experienced another outage for the third time in less than 6 months. And we mentioned this in a video the other day, but the important thing here is that Cardano and Solana have been battling for that top layer one, like the second best layer one ecosystem behind Ethereum. We had seen Cardano was ahead of Solana in terms of market cap for most of 2021 until Solana overtook it. But because we're continuing to see Solana have issues, I think it could help Cardano do even better, because Cardano has not had these issues, and it could drive a lot of developers from Solana back over to Cardano. Last thing is also going to be from Charles Hoskinson, because Charles Hoskinson talked a little bit about this as well. He didn't specifically call out Solana, but in a recent AMA, he talked a little bit about how decentralization is what all these different projects promise. And he says, right now, they use this as a buzzword. They try and get the project out to the public as fast as possible. Billions of dollars are spent, and everyone's just trying to be first. But he's like, first doesn't always mean you're the best. Like, if you look at Google, Google wasn't the first search engine. There was Ask Jeeves. There was so many other search engines out there, and being first doesn't always mean the best. And what he explains is that a lot of these projects are rushing development, trying to get everything out. Like, for example, Solana. And while I'm still bullish on Solana long term, because they're rushing, it's causing some outages. It's causing people to lose money. It's causing some issues in terms of developers. And that is why Cardano has taken a more calculated approach. They're taking their time a bit more because they're not worried about being first. They're worried about being the safest, the most secure, and worrying about building these long-term partnerships. So for 2022, he explains how they have plans of building up institutions that hold up the Cardano network. They have a lot of plans of expanding mass adoption in Africa in 2022. And also he explains how they're planning on having well over 2 million assets issued on the Cardano network. He says right now there already are over 2 million assets for mostly NFTs, but they're planning to see that number jump drastically in 2022 as more NFT projects launch on Cardano, as more and more developers build on Cardano. There's a lot of exciting stuff planned for 2022. So anyways, for all these reasons, I am very bullish on Cardano right now. It has shown that strong support at $1.18 per coin. So as soon as the market bounces back, I'm expecting Cardano to rally to $2 per coin very quickly. But let me know your thoughts on the overall market. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.